Uber made big promises in Kenya. Drivers say it ruined their lives. When you have a family to feed, kids to pay school fees for, rents to pay, a loan to pay, and your work is too much and exploitative, what happens? This is what a driver said. There he is. Short little shout out to Kenya, Africa. Nairobi, Kenya. At first, work as an Uber driver seemed to offer Harrison Munala everything he'd hoped for when he moved from a town in the western part of Kenya to its capital, Nairobi. Uber seemed like the answer to Munala after he had spent nearly 15 years of informal employment as a house cleaner and school bus driver. Many of the energetic hustlers with middle-class aspirations who flocked to East Africa's economic hub thought so too. Work with Uber was so good that about 3 years ago, after a year having driven a car he rented privately for 15,000 shillings a week, at the time about $150, Munala, who is now 34, borrowed money from his sister for the down payment on a Toyota Passo, a compact car, and he took out a loan from Izwe, a Pan-African microfinancing and loan company. Now Munala figured he could work for Uber and pay off the car. Then he could expand his business, buy another car and hire someone else to drive. I felt like I made it in life, he said. 4 years later, remembering those dreams made him grimace. Uber slashed its fares and Munala's income. It also introduced new categories of cars. This has all happened under Dara Khosrowshahi, by the way, allowing smaller cars. And more people started to take the smaller cars because they were cheaper and more fuel efficient. That adversely affected the drivers who were already saddled with the larger four-door cars with more powerful engines that Uber had previously required. More and more drivers flooded the platform, changing the basic earning premise that had prompted people like Munala to take out loans to become drivers. So be careful there. And car maintenance is costly. Fuel prices are high. Instead of owning an asset, Munala is saddled with growing debt. He fell behind on his rent. He, his wife, and their 3 children were evicted from their home in August. They are sheltering in a church while he tries to raise money to build a house. He tells his story sitting on the roof of his former apartment building, looking out over Kwangware, a low-income neighborhood of tin mud houses sandwiched between verdant former colonies enclaved in West Nairobi. On the way up the dark stairwell, he passes the unit where he used to live. The door is padlocked. Sad story. Sad but true story. And quick shout out to my sponsor, Kover, Kover. Get yourself the gig protection plan. Starts at $7 a month. You get 1 month free. Just follow the link below. 24/7 health service, sick leave, paid time off, automatic mileage tracking, and legal protection. So in case any of these gig companies deactivate you or wrongfully terminate you, out go the letters from LegalRideshare.com. That is their legal arm. They're in Chicago. Here you can check them out. I'll just bring that in there for you. And if you've been in an accident, if you've had an injury, if your riders were injured in the car, if you have property damage, wage losses, LegalRideshare will handle the entire insurance process for you, the entire claim for you. So make sure you keep those 2 addresses close by, Kover.com and LegalRideshare.com. Have a great day.